What's happening, friends? Welcome to IGN Plays Live. We are world premiering the Anthem VIP game demo. We've got some special guests in the house. No, not Destin. Scylla from the BioWare team, as well as Jen playing as well from BioWare. We've got a couple more IGNers out in the bullpen area of IGN here. So we're going to get 4 players rolling. We're going to see what this demo has. So Scylla, welcome. Thanks so much for coming out and bringing the demo with you, which will go out wide to everybody, to the VIPs tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here. We're very excited to have the demo ready for all the players enrolled, launching today, right?
Yeah. We're starting today. We're giving everybody a little bit of a sneak peek, and then tomorrow it will be available to everybody.
Yes.
Well, we can keep talking. Let's just jump right in. I don't know who's if we're going to go on Destin's screen first or Jen's over there. But we're in Fort Tarsis, is that correct, Destin?
I'm in Fort Tarsis. Jen is on her Javelin customization right now. I turned on subtitles so that we could still talk and people could still get the context of the narrative.
Excellent.
So, yeah, we're talking to Matthias right now. Who is Matthias? Why don't you tell me a bit about this character?
So Matthias is one of the agents that you're going to find in Fort Tarsis. He's an Archanist, which are kind of like the scientists of the world of Anthem. He tries to find out like the mysteries of the world and why like the Shaped Wounds behave like they do behave. And you have like you as a freelancer, you have a symbiotic relation with Matthias because you need to help them to go on the field and complete their research. And that's why they need to work together, the Arcanists and the freelancers.
Oh, okay. So he's kind of like a point of contact.
Yeah, he's a point of contact. He's one of the characters that you go there and he's going to say, okay, we need to research X, Y, and Z to discover those mysteries and see if we can stop the Dominion threat that is coming from the north, led by the Monitor.
Got it. Right now he's like, go suit up and go find the manifold for Matthias.
Yeah, so he sends you on a mission to find the manifold, and now we're walking through the walls of the Fort Tarsis, trying to get to our Javelin, right? Like where you can customize a Javelin and launch your expedition.
Got it.
Man, this is pretty. We are playing on PC today. Of course, it's on Xbox One and PS4 as well. We're streaming at 1080 60, but the game will go much, much higher than that if you've got a machine capable of handling it, yes?
Yes, that's true.
In fact, the demo supports 4K, obviously on PC, but then also Xbox One X, and then is 4K support on PS4 Pro for the demo as well?
4K checkerboard on PS4 Pro.
Perfect, nice. So Destin is kidding out right now.
I know everybody on Reddit is going to want to see this stuff. This is the meat and potatoes of Anthem, the exciting stuff, the gear game. To start out, it looks like you're starting us with 2 weapon slots. How do you build up your character from this point?
Yeah, so I think it's important to explain where you are in the demo, right? Like in the demo, we're putting the player kind of in the middle of the Anthem campaign. So you have a level 10 character. You start with in the demo, you start with a Ranger, and you're going to unlock another Javelin suit if you get to level 12. So right now you had just 1 weapon there, but you can select other weapons. You can start like customizing the look of your Javelin, so you can change the color from different parts of your Javelin suit.
I'm just going to go really, really simple. Just give him a white paint finish.
You can change also the materials raw. You can have like metal or rubber,
cool.
leather.
Like here for my primary. Oh no, you go do that over here.
Yeah, and yes.
There, we'll give him a silver metallic look. And there's also a wear state.
Yeah, there's a wear
right?
state. Yeah, you can change the wear state.
Nice.
It can look like brand new, or you can look like dirty or a little bit used.
I'll start brand new. And we're going to hop right into the mission. I know people really want to see the gameplay of this character. I'm going to be trying the flight controls on mouse. Now, is this going to be updated from the embargo thing that nobody's allowed to talk about?
All right, so that's a very good point. I'm like a little bit of game development here. I'm like the demo that we have live right now, was created a few weeks ago, more or less like 6 weeks ago, and since then we have been improving the game and still improving.
It branched off, right? You got to branch off from the main development build to polish up something for public release while you continue work on the main game, right? Is that fair to say?
Exactly, and we got a lot of questions about that because since we branched off, we did a lot of tweaks to the economy, for example, the XP curve. We did tweaks also to the way that you fly, like the flight controls also.
So effectively, the VIP demo that people will get to play this weekend is effectively a 6-week-old version of the game.
Yes, but it is very close to what you're going to find in the game.
Right.
Like there are a few things that we tweaked and iterated to make it a little bit better for the launch game.
Jen, how you doing over there?
Doing good.
Did you get my invite?
Yeah, you bet.
Jen, what's your Javelin preference?
I am a ranger all the way.
So the all-around class, get everything done, jack of all trades.
Yeah, you bet. I moonlighted as a Colossus for a little while around E3 time, but back to good old Reliable now.
Yeah, I feel like that. So I haven't played since E3, and I think it was just one suit playable at E3. But yeah, I think I want to go Colossus to start with. The bigger, the tougher, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Before we hop in, so sorry to interrupt you guys.
Yes.
3,100% enemy damage? Are you crazy? For Grandmaster 3? Yeah, so like, how do you plan on addressing this sort of endgame loop? Like, is it just going to be tougher enemies, or is there more to it than that?
Oh, there is more to it. I'm like, there's many things that we scale depending on the number of players that you have in your squad. So you can play single player all the way if you want to, but you can have like 4 players with you, and we scale the number of enemies. We're going to scale also the level of the enemies you find, how many waves of enemies you find in the combat as well. So there are many different variables that we're going to tweak to make sure that it's always challenging for the player. And we always encourage the players to play at the highest difficulty setting that they can, and it feels challenging for them.
Sure.
Got it.
Yeah, you get better rewards, by the way. You get better rewards, yeah. Like the higher the difficulty setting, better rewards, for sure.
Now, Jen, we started to talk about the Javelins a minute ago. Can you kind of run everybody through, if they're not super familiar, the sort of overall general impression of what each Javelin is best at?
Yeah, sure. So I think Ranger is kind of your jack of all trades. It's good in all spaces, and it's a great Javelin for players to start out with if they want to get a look at all the different things that you can do. Your Colossus is, I like to call him Big Stompy. He's big and thick, and draw a lot of aggro, and of course you got the shield that you can use to deflect damage, which is great and very helpful for your teammates, especially when you get into Tyrant Mining, you're protecting against the Swarm Tyrant projectiles and things like that. The Storm is very much your mage class, lots of elemental damage, and actually I'm pretty surprised that's not the one I'm gravitating towards, because usually I go for a mage class, not this time.
Yeah.
And then the Interceptor is just really awesome. I actually just started playing with the Interceptor a lot more often very recently. It's really agile, really fun to fly around in, and the ultimate's pretty cool.
I like to call it the ninja class.
Ooh, that's you're speaking my language there with that too.
Tom already unlocking customizations over here and emotes. He's greenified his Ranger Javelin, and let's test it out. Oh, okay. Feels a little better.
All right, Destin, you're an Xbox man by trade, by heart. But here you are. Look at you with a mouse and keyboard, all grown up, Destin.
We'll see. You say that now. I have the controller as backup. I have an Xbox controller.
By the way, if you have questions for the players here, whether the IGN folks or, of course, we have the source here themselves. We have Jen and Scylla from BioWare. Feel free to tweet your questions in. You can tweet them at IGN. Or you can find me directly at DMC_Ryan. I'm keeping an eye on Twitter here as we go. But we're going to be here for the next hour-ish, give or take. We're going to Scylla, because the demo, I'm told, it's a good 6 to 8 hour chunk of gameplay here. Is that fair to say?
Well, it might be more than that, because you also have the 3 missions from Matthias that you're going to play. We do have 1 stronghold unlocked for you, and also free play. So free play, you can play as much as you want, right?
Great.
But of course, because it is a demo, we're capping the players from level 10 to level 15.
Okay.
So there is a cap in terms of how higher they can go in terms of experience, right?
Awesome. Lots to get to here.
Soldier.
Oh yeah, Dominion Soldier.
Getting some story, and I think so that's the thing. Story is the thing I think people have been most nervous about with this game, but also most excited about in the sense of, it's BioWare and the shared world shooters. We want great stories that hold us through many hours of gameplay. So You've been kind of hiding the story stuff from us for the most part, haven't you, up to date?
We have some secrets in the story, that's for sure. We do have, as any BioWare story, as you know.
Yes.
But what we try to do with the narrative of Anthem is make sure that we have characters that you can connect with, and you have that emotional connection with them. Characters that you may care about. They have some sort of a background that may relate with you.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, people are going to have their favorites. You have the 3 main characters, Faye, Haluk, and you're going to have also Oh, Owen. Almost forgot Owen. So Owen is your Cypher. He's going to be speaking with you during the missions, when you're doing the critical path missions. Faye is another Cypher as well. She has a very interesting background. And Haluk is a freelancer that now is your Strider pilot. He works with you. So just the dynamics between those three characters and you are very interesting for the players.
All right, talk to me, Destin. We got some. We're into the action now.
Yeah, just fighting a little bit. I popped this shield here. I don't remember what the passive effect is.
So this one is going to protect you from bullets, right? Like you put out one, bullets are not going to go through.
Got it. And then we also have a turret over here.
Yeah, there's an elite outlaw turret, and the turrets also have like some weak points.
Like fire and bullets.
Well, like you can hit them in the back, and like there's like a yellow spot, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're playing on hard. I forgot for a second.
Yes.
Maybe this guy will give me some health.
Yeah, and enemies are gonna drop like health or ammo.
And right now, it's asking us to find a secret hidden item somewhere.
So you're searching for Dominion Intel right now.
Got it.
Looks like you just found it.
So Ryan brought up crossplay. Or no, he didn't. Darn it. I had a perfect segue. He brought up an open.
Destin,
let me try it again, everybody.
I wonder if this game has crossplay.
Yeah. He brought up an open world. Do you have crossplay in the game?
Hey,
are you going to bring crossplay?
It's not like we're live or anything. It's fine. We'll just take it again and action.
Yeah. Ryan brought up a shared world shooter, and you know who I'd like to share this open world shooter with? My friends on PlayStation 4 and Xbox. Do you guys think you'll be bringing cross-play or cross-progression to Anthem someday?
So as a player, what I can say is as a player, I love the idea of cross-play. What I can say right now is that for launch, we're not going to have cross-play, but it's something that definitely we would like to have in the game in the future.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Destin, I don't know if anyone in the history of IGN's ever been fired mid-live stream. But
I'm working on it, Ryan.
That's live. I'm like, that's how it works.
Right. There's no safety net here. This is how we do it.
All right, so we're finding some turrets now, trying to recover the signets to access the Dominion Lockbreaker. Oh, ultimate.
Destin, what do you like
really
as far as your abilities here with this Javelin?
I really like getting up close and personal with it. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to play this class, but it's a really fun way to play it.
Well, and that's a good thing. Like it depends on the loadout that you have, right? Like depending on the gear that you equip, you can be up and close for sure, and you can use like the bubble ability that you just showed there, so that you can get protected when things get when you get all the aggro from the enemies. Yeah. Oh, if you're fighting enemies that shoot bullets at you.
So like here we go. That's probably a good time. Then we can just DPS the turret up there.
Going on
One
that.
could try to flank it, try to get it from the back.
Teammates Miranda or Tom might be able to hop around back behind it, get a little bit of DPS. Shield's gone. I definitely have the aggro right now.
You do. You certainly do. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Now all the crits.
Crit, 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 crit. Can you make the damage floaties larger? Did you?
Actually, there is a settings in the option. There is an option in the settings menu that you can change. You can, if you want to make it bigger, you can.
Great.
Or smaller.
Excellent.
Yeah, see, that's after I complained after E3 that they were too big, and then Mike Gamble was like, okay, well, we can make them smaller in the final game. So now, what, Destin, you're a big numbers guy, huh?
Yeah, I want
Literal
them as
big
large
numbers
as
guy.
possible. I want them as large as they can possibly get.
Well, we give a lot of options. Like you can change not only the numbers that you see on the screen, but you can change like the size of the font. You can change like the settings for your sensitivity for the mouse, X and Y axis. I mean, there are a lot of different settings there. Because like it's hard to find one setting that's going to fit everyone.
Yeah.
Right? So
Scylla, with this demo, what are the goals of this? You're putting this out. Is it mostly checking infrastructure, networking, or is there a lot of gameplay balance that you guys are looking at as well with this?
Well, for us, what we want with the demo is actually to give the opportunity for the players, a lot of players that haven't put the hands on the controller, to have that chance, right? So as you guys have been playing, I'm like, one thing is to watch the video and have your thoughts about the game, but when you put the hands on the controller for the first time, when you jump from the platform, start flying and exploring, going into the water, we feel that our players connect with the game and they feel it's a unique game. So that's exactly our goal for the demo. get the game in the hands of all the players that want to try it out, and they can have their own conclusions about the game.
But you guys get something out of it too, though. You get
No, we do.
get some good data from people,
No.
maybe some feedback, right?
Of course we do. We get all the feedback, and we're always open to receive the feedback. As you have seen in Twitter, we have been very transparent about
Absolutely.
the game, very transparent about the features of the game, what the game is and what the game isn't also, because we know the game is not for everyone necessarily. But we have been very transparent, and we love to have that feedback so that we can improve the game as months go by.
I feel like Mark Dara might have answered 1 or 2 questions on Twitter. I don't know.
What did you?
Yeah.
1 or 2,000
Yeah.
questions.
1 or 2 every minute.
Really check in on Jen, see what she's up to. As you're flying through a cave over here, out into the next area.
Well, not only Mark Dara, but Mark Dara, Mike Gamble, Ben Irving, they have been very active on answering a lot of questions.
I personally find that really refreshing to see them just so active and transparent with the community.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate that.
Well, because we know that the game doesn't stop when we launch the game. We need to keep on going with it, and we need to build that conversation with the community, so that we may have a roadmap for the live plan, but if the community wants to see more of some other thing that we were not planning, we can change the plan as well. And that's something that I'm actually very happy about, because we have the Anthem game was developed by the BioWare Austin team and the BioWare Edmonton team. And now that we're going to go live, the BioWare Austin team has that experience of shipping
From
and,
the Old
and
Republic.
running Star Wars: The Old
Yeah.
Republic for the last 6 years or so, and they're going to bring all that experience that they have into the live service for Anthem.
Cool.
So you heard, if you're a keen-eared person, you may have you're either totally getting what Destin was talking about earlier. He was dropping some serious jargon for Destiny players. But if you're not, you might be wondering, what the heck was Destin talking about? Well, Destin, you were talking about some some serious Destiny terminology there, which leads to the question of raids. Raids are some of people's favorite aspects of Destiny. So can we look forward to a raid-like experience at some point, either at launch or down the way here with Anthem?
Yeah, well, at launch, what you can expect is that when you get to the end game, not necessarily the end game, because we do unlock actually even before that. We're going to find the Strongholds, what we call the Strongholds.
Yeah.
Strongholds are big, super challenging adventures that you're going to take. You can try to do it by yourself, but definitely if you take with your a group of 4, it's going to be way better, and you're going to have really nice rewards if you complete the raid.
Yeah.
Like one of the in the demo, you can play one of the Strongholds, which is Tyrant Mine.
Nice.
And at launch, we're going to have 3 Strongholds unlocked.
cool.
When you get to the end of the campaign, you're going to have 3 Strongholds.
What level do you need to be to really have a fair chance at completing those?
It depends on the difficulty setting and the number of people playing with you
Yeah.
as well. But let's say that if you're playing on hard, I would say that after maybe level 15, from level 15, depending on the gear that you have and the ability of the players, you can really get to the end.
Okay, nice.
But remember the difficulty settings that we were discussing in the beginning?
Yes.
We have also the Grandmaster 1, Grandmaster 2 that we're going to unlock when you get to level 30. So
With the enemies that do an extra 3,000% damage.
yes, but at that time you're probably having Masterwork or even legendary weapons that are going to do a lot of damage as well. Remember that part.
Yes.
Remember, we're playing on hard difficulty.
Oh yeah.
One thing chat was concerned about, or just commenters in general, the difficulty settings, they felt like the enemies were fairly easy. But, I'm not the best gamer in the world, I admit it, but they give you a challenge. They give you a challenge on the harder difficulty settings, right?
And they definitely
use
do
your
give you a
repair.
challenge, and I think it depends also on the enemies that you find in the mission that you have. Sometimes you may have let's say, not the best loadout for the enemies that you're facing. So some enemies may be resistant to some sort of elemental attacks, for example. So it depends a lot on the team, the squad that you have, and the loadout that you're taking into the expedition.
Here's
I brought a pistol to a brute fight, so little challenging. Probably should have brought 2 ARs or maybe a shotty.
But that's part of the balancing that I mentioned. You may have a pistol which is going to be good for other enemies in that expedition, but maybe against the brute, you're going to have the help of your friends there.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting question. Comes from Evan Jarecki on Twitter. Are there enemy javelins to fight? Are the only javelins you good guys, or can we look forward to kind of a kit versus car kind of situation? That's a Knight Rider deep cut for all you guys out there.
Well, without giving away any spoilers, let's say that you're fighting the Dominion faction, and you may find some interesting characters as you go through the campaign.
Fair enough.
And you didn't ask, like you maybe you asked about if you're going to fight another Javelin, but maybe you're going to be fighting with some other NPCs that are also with you in the field.
Nice. Here's another good one. Mikey Masulo asking, will Strongholds, that you just talked about a minute ago, have a stats screen at the end? Kind of a recap with damage taken, damage done, deaths, kills?
Well, at the end of every expedition, we kind of bring some stats for you. Like we show like how much experience you got. We show like the medals, and the medals is the way that we kind of show like how well you did.
Okay.
For people that don't care, like they can just skip that screen. But for people that really care about like understanding the medals and what they did really good at, they're gonna try to get the bronze. Or actually, you have like bronze, silver, and gold medals, right? They're gonna try to get like the best medal for every single expedition, and they can compete with each other, right? We never do that, right? When we're playing friends.
Never.
Never.
Not once.
Never.
One question a lot of people ask me is about how you're going to keep the game fresh by week for the second month that the game's been out. How are you going to keep it
Well,
going, I guess?
the first thing I can say is that we already have not one team, but different teams working on different features that are going to be released after launch. So, in fact, I think that we just announced yesterday the launch bay also, right? Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about the launch bay at all?
Yeah, tell us about it. What is the launch bay? Gamble put a tweet out yesterday showing off the launch bay. I think it's embargoed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
He tweeted, right?
Yeah, so, okay. And to answer Chad's question before, can you fight other enemy javelins? We're about to. I believe these are opponent javelins.
So, but just to go back to your previous questions about the live plan. So we have different teams already working on different features, and one of the features was the launch bay. The launch bay was something that we were trying to put, to deliver to the players actually after launch. But honestly, the team did such a good job, and we're working with the Austin team, the BioWare Edmonton team, and also the Motive team was helping us from Montreal with the launch bay.
Oh.
And actually, it turned out like so good that we said, you know what, let's put it into the launch game.
Nice.
And,
Wow.
So that's something that was, like I said, announced yesterday by Mike Gamble, and we're going to have more. You guys are going to have more details for the players, I guess, starting tomorrow. Right? It is. Yeah, I'm not going to get into details because I'll let it for you guys.
That's cool. So
But in the demo, you don't have the launch bay, by the way. Mm-hmm. In the demo, you don't have the launch bay.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So you weren't sure if you were going to launch with that.
Yeah, it was like I said, we have different teams working on different features already for after launch.
Yeah.
And that was one of the features that we looked at it and was like, you know what, we should put it in. I'm like, we can put it into the launch game, and it's going to make the game better at launch. So why not? But some other features are going to come for sure after launch, and we have enough content for month 1, 2, 3, and keep going, right?
Cool. Right now, this is actually a puzzle mechanic. Will these be in the raids?
Well, we do have a lot of different puzzles when you're playing Anthem. In the demo, you have that. This is one of the puzzles you're going to find. So it's not always just like shoot, shoot, shoot.
Right.
Sometimes you do have to figure out a few puzzles.
Well, variety is the spice, for sure.
I may have done this puzzle before, so I'm sort of cheating.
Jen, how many times have you done this puzzle over the course of development?
Oh, I lost count.
I'll be honest, the first time I did the puzzle, it took me some time.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Tyrell, who couldn't be here today, he had some home stuff to work on. He actually solved it for us at the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that figured out that colors match at each location.
Spoiler!
Spoiler warning, yeah, sorry.
Everybody's going to see it tomorrow.
Where's the flare? Oh, I see. You changed this a little bit. I get it now. Now you move back and forth and cycle here.
Yeah.
Cool.
So how long is the VIP demo running, and then when can non-pre-orders get in on it after that?
A very good question. So we have the VIP demo running starting tomorrow officially. Well, of course, when I said that starts today, launch today, depending on your time zone you are.
Sure,
But
yeah.
let's say starts tomorrow, all right? Like officially starts tomorrow, and then we go all the way to the end of Sunday, right?
Okay.
The end of this Sunday. That's the VIP demo for people that have pre-ordered and have VA access, and some other VIP friends that we have been sending codes to also as
Yeah.
well. Like if you have been following Twitter, like we have been sending codes to a lot of people. Also. The second weekend, it's going to be open. So this is this weekend. The next weekend, we're going to have like it open for everyone else. So
Excellent.
anyone can go and download the
So
demo.
total
and try
free
it out.
for all. Come check it out. Come see it
Exactly.
on PC, PS4, and Xbox.
PC, PS4, Xbox. Get
Yeah.
your hands on the controller or on your mouse and keyboard and try it out.
That's February 1st, correct?
For
everybody.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
yeah, Friday, February
1st.
1st.
Yeah.
Yes.
Friday.
And I think that's really, really smart as a consumer. If you've been skeptical about Anthem, like don't take BioWare's word for it, or any of the IGN first coverage that we've been doing all month long, go play it for yourself and make your decision as a smart consumer, and then do it. And I do really appreciate that you have an open period where everybody can just try it and make their own decisions. Yeah.
That's
So
what we're
here
trying to do.
we're back at Fort Tarsis,
Yeah.
yes, Destin. So this, I mean, I remember this. We saw this in the initial reveal on the Xbox stage a couple E3s ago, and turned out to be as pretty in the final game as it was then. This is a really cool looking area.
Mm-hmm.
It is always a challenge because we want to put like a lot of like details also, right? But I mean, like you also have to make sure that the performance is right, streaming, and
Sure.
a bunch of other technical details, right?
I like that it goes first person in here too.
Yeah, that was a hard decision for us in a way. I'm like, but we wanted it to feel like Fort Tarsis, you feel like a small space that you have lots of people in, and that it feels almost like a submarine in a way. I'm like, because you're kind of like trapped inside the walls of Fort Tarsis. It is a safe place, but you're kind of like in a small space, right? And when you go to the outside, when you have all the freedom and the exploration to go there and explore the world, yes, you can go anywhere, but it is very dangerous.
Yeah.
We wanted to have that feeling.
The reason I'm holding is because we don't want to show this whole cutscene. So if you could go to Jen's camera, who's walking around Fort Tarsis right now or something. You asked me beforehand.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil what happens at the end so that you guys can experience for yourself during the demo
Yeah.
as per your request.
Thank you. Yes, when you come
Yeah.
back from that expedition, you're going to talk and you're going to have a wrap-up conversation with Matthias, and there is something that happens that is very interesting, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
So we saw in the Legion of Dawn trailer, we saw swords.
Yes.
When are there swords in here in the demo anywhere? Swords are cool.
Well, let's say that working with a new IP is always a challenge, right? I mean, there is no. It's different from working on a sequel. Like I worked on Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, or Dragon Age Inquisition. It's easier in a way that you can like listen to the feedback from the critics. You can also get feedbacks from the players,
Sure.
and also what the team wants to do for the next game, what they don't want to do and what they want to do. When you're making a new IP, it is very tricky because it is hard. I'm like, there is no right or wrong answer, right? So we did a lot of iterations with melee attacks, with swords and with like hammers and a bunch of different things. We tried, after a lot of iterations, we tried to simplify a little bit for what we're going to have at launch, but you can expect that system is has enough power to allow different types of weapons for close combat
Excellent. Love it.
in the future.
Yes.
So what I'm doing right now, we've finished the mission over on my screen. I've gone past the spoiler territories. We're back in the gear game, basically, looking at what we got. We got a level 12 ammo compartment, gives you more heat resistance, more sniper rifle ammo, and then you can sort of customize a lot of your different pieces of the Javelin.
And you actually, if you can go back to that screen, the component screen,
Yeah.
like you can see that you have a lot of slots that are locked, because we think that from level 1 to level 10, you're going to have one sort of like goal and horizon. Like you're just trying to get like new weapons and trying to get better and understanding the game better.
Yeah, learning to walk effectively, like
Pretty much.
learning to crawl, learning to walk.
Yeah. From level 10 to 20, or maybe 10 to 15, which is the demo, now you're starting to get like better loot. You're going to have like your first greens or your first blue items, right? The rare items. And you're going to start like, okay, now I have like better equipment that I can use. We're going to start like unlocking better components so that you can start now adding like 20% more ammo or depending on whatever loadout you want to use. So we want to give what we call the rolling horizons for the players. Like you always have like new things that you're going to try to achieve, right? As you're leveling up.
Totally. I'm going to hop in with a shotgun to show that off and show off the LMG, one of my personal favorites. The really fast rate of fire. Right?
I love the LMG, yes.
And then just checking to see, I did get a different grenade, a frost grenade. These are excellent because they'll freeze all the enemies, as we'll see in a second.
And you can start doing combos with your teams.
Yeah.
Another question from Twitter coming from the Almighty Toot. Might want to see a doctor about that. VIP demo this weekend and then public demo the following weekend.
Yep.
Will the progress carry over from VIP to open, or is there going to be a server wipe, server reset between those 2 weeks?
Very, very good question. So if you play the VIP demo this weekend, you can come back on the second weekend, and you're not going to lose your progress from there.
Nice.
You still have the guns that you had, the javelin that you have, and we're going to have a few surprises for you also in the second weekend. Right?
Sweet. Love that.
So we encourage everyone that played in the first weekend to come back for the second one.
We've unlocked the next mission. If Miranda and Tom can hear me, and I hope Jen can hear me because she's sitting right over there.
Yep.
Just ready up or go ahead and join. How do you? So this is just my lack of knowledge. If I wanted to like ping them and remind them, hey, I'm ready to go. How would I do that incessantly until they finally ready up?
Well, you have voice chat to
Oh, okay.
scream with them and,
Got it.
complain.
Yeah. All right. So just waiting on Tom and Jen to hop into their menus. They're probably loading in right now. I wonder if they may have had a chance to unlock the other javelins. So maybe we'll get to see that.
Oh yeah, if they got to level 12, they probably have.
Spoiler warning, they didn't yet.
Yeah. Okay.
They're very close though.
Very close.
Yeah, we're
Maybe
gonna
at the end of this experience.
Jen, what do you want to switch to when you get that unlock
Oh,
here?
I'm not sure. I might go Storm.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
good.
I feel like I need to
That'd be
spend a
good
little bit
check
more
out.
time with the Storm.
Good one.
Cape's pretty cool.
How long do you think that this demo is going to be for most players?
In terms of like hours of play, you mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Like I said, like it depends. Like if they want to, because you can complete the 3 missions and you can also play the Stronghold. The Stronghold is going to be tough until you get, when you get to level 15, it should be tough for you if you're playing at the hard difficulty level. And you have free play, so you can keep it on playing free play and explore the world and understand more about the world events, because it's a dynamic world as well, right? So if you go during the day, you may find some creatures in world events. During the night, you may find some other stuff. Maybe it's raining, and there are changes in the world because it's raining, right? Like if it's raining, you can cool down your jets, you can fly longer, but also you can use combos with electricity, for example, to do different kinds of damage. So the world changes as you play, and we want people to explore as much as they want during the weekend.
Cool. So the rain will cool down your jets the same way that flying through a waterfall does?
Exactly.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
You never noticed that?
Well, like I said, I've only gotten to play at E3 so far. This guy over here, Destin, keeps hogging all the hands-on
played once or
opportunities
twice.
with this
Kinda
video
digging it,
game.
so.
I gotta wait till this weekend.
All right, here we go, hopping into another mission. I get kind of laser focused, so I'm glad you both are here to kind of talk over me as I stare.
Maybe we should go to,
stare with
maybe
a
we should go to
furrowed
Jen's
brow.
camera, somebody who knows what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
giving
fair.
keyboard and mouse a shot here.
Yeah, it does feel better. It does feel better. I really was hoping that the mouse kind of can be locked in at a place that just feels excellent.
Well, and again, I'm like, remember that you have the settings. I'm like, you can go there and change the sensitivity if you want more or less sensitivity when you fly, and you can change you can make it inverse flying as well. It's up to the player, right?
Yeah.
When I run into tricks, I just like to stop my jetpack and kind of realign, then go at it again.
Okay.
Yeah, do the hover.
I guess one more technical question that comes to mind for this demo and certainly the final game. Love that 4K support on the Xbox One X and on the PS4 Pro. Are there different graphical settings? So if you want to take maybe a higher frame rate and lower resolution, maybe go, is that an option or
Well,
sort of
like
extend to that?
We have a lot of like graphical settings, like that you can change how much detail you want. So depending on the system and the platform that you're playing on,
Right.
like you can try different things and see if it works better for you or not. So it depends on if you
Like
have
PC, you can do,
PC.
you can tweak whatever you want. But I'm
Yeah.
sort of curious specifically on the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. We've seen some games that'll kind of give you they'll unlock the frame rate, but maybe tone down the resolution a little bit, or vice versa. Go 4K, but you're going to get maybe 30 frames at best.
Yeah, like we try to balance that out, but we give a little bit of options for the players to go into
Okay,
settings
great.
and change if they want to have like a different experience.
Awesome.
They keep spawning, and I don't see them.
A lot of scorpions.
Yeah, the shotgun mechanic where you like crank it up and then it gets more sensitive. How did you guys land on that? Because to me it's really interesting that you can like hold it and allow it to like click, click, click into place.
Yeah, some of the weapons, they have like that kind of a charge mechanic, as we call, right? And you're gonna have like it can become like more precise, and like you have more accuracy when you do that, or maybe it's gonna give like more damage. It really depends on the gun. So we want people also to try it out and see how it works. But yeah, but we iterated a lot to get to that shotgun.
So they all feel a little bit different.
Yes, yes. And not only they feel different, but we want also the Javelins to feel different as well, right? We kind of mentioned in the beginning, but that's also something that usually you only feel when you're playing and with your hands on controller or the mouse and keyboard.
Got it.
Jen, can you give us a status update? What is our mission here? What are we ultimately up to?
Sure. So we are trying to eliminate scorpions, first of all, because there seems to be an awful lot of them in here. But we are basically just looking for more information on this device that we've found for Matthias.
Yeah, so the development environment that we're in right now, how are we even playing this early? You guys are like letting us have a sneak peek?
Well, pretty much. I'm like, you guys, that's the demo servers that are up today, and we pretty much allowed IGN to be.
We're the only ones
demo.
on the internet. That's
Yes.
it. It's like a brand new freeway that we're the only car on.
Yeah. I was just wondering because, I mean, in case anybody's seen anything, this is probably not indicative of what it'll be like tomorrow, because a lot more people are going to be playing tomorrow, right?
A lot more people are going to be playing tomorrow.
One or two.
Well, BioWare sure hopes so.
Well, Origin went down yesterday. I have a good idea that a few people are going to be
Maybe,
checking it
yeah.
out.
If you have questions about the game, keep them coming. Tweet at IGN or at me at DMC_Ryan. Again, we've got Scylla, we've got Jen, we've got Destin, and then out in the pit, Tom and Miranda from the IGN team rounding out the crew. We want to get those javelins unlocked. How close are we, Destin?
Probably after this mission.
Yeah,
They got to
after
be
this
close.
mission, yeah.
Tom on comms in my ear. How close are you, dude? Let me know. He'll let me know in a sec if he gets a moment.
And you can see the environments also, right? I'm like, we want to make sure that as the players are exploring, they're finding like a little bit of a lore also of the world. I'm like, you're trying to figure out like, okay, where we are. I'm like, this is not a jungle, right? This is definitely not man-made stuff.
Yeah, the art team clearly had a good time with this video game.
Oh,
How cool this looks.
They worked really hard, I can tell you that. Like a great shout out for the art team.
What's your proudest achievement with the Anthem game thus far?
Honestly, it is actually like releasing a new IP after so many years for BioWare. Like it's refreshing for us to have that chance, that opportunity to start from scratch and set up a vision for a new game and work on that vision, right? I'm like with a very talented people from that worked on many different BioWare franchises, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that I'm really proud of. I'm proud of the team that we have, and I'm proud of the hard work that we put in. It's hard to launch the first IP, and I'll be honest, I'm like, we're not going to get everything 100% right, but it's important for us to have that frank conversation with the consumer base and with everybody else, and then we can get the feedback and improve as we go.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't really thought about that. I mean, this is BioWare's been working on. Well, Austin had been working on Star Wars for a while. It's certainly not a new IP there, but then. I mean, Mass Effect debuted in 2007, and Dragon Age was, not too long after?
Dragon Age Origins, I think, was 2008 or 9. But you need to think that we started working on the IP way before that.
Sure,
right?
but but basically still a decade or more between actual releases of new IP for BioWare. That's, I mean, it's a testament to how strong the Mass Effect and Dragon Age franchises have become. That you guys have been, working on them both for the last 10 years plus.
And it is hard when you're creating a new IP, because if you look back, let's say 5 years, at the end of Mass Effect 3, that's when we started discussing about like, okay, what we're gonna do, what's gonna be the new IP? If we want to create a new IP, what kind of a game we want to make? If you look back, how much new stuff we have in the last 5 years, right? I'm like, Fortnite didn't existed, like. Twitch, YouTube, streaming, I'm like, they were not what they are today.
True, yeah.
Like, the way that the consumers are entertaining, like playing and consuming other forms of entertaining changed dramatically in 5 years. So you kind of have to have like a really good vision for the game that holds that even 5 years after you start thinking about it, that we can deliver like a game that everybody would like to play.
That's a great point.
What are you guys finding now?
Scar.
Scars.
What are the scars, actually?
Ooh, tricky question. It seems simple at first. I'm like, you look, well, they're like kind of like strange creatures, but
Bugmen.
if you go a little bit deeper into the lore, you're gonna understand that they are actually like some sort of a corrupted creatures. The same way that all the other creatures in the world, they kind of change and kind of mutate. It is an effect of the Anthem of creation and everything that the gods that created the world of Anthem left behind.
Not using my dodge ability enough. We just had an event. The embargo should be up. Tom wrote a preview about it actually, and the controls are slightly different.
Oh,
And
freeze time.
I keep reverting. Back to it. There we go. There's my dodge. Hey, he's gone. Somebody must have popped their ult.
I like that the demo starts with you at level 10, so you don't necessarily have to deal with the training wheels part if you don't want to. But yeah, nevertheless, I'm curious to see when the game actually comes out, see the beginning of the game, just to see the story set up and see how you guys set up the world and the universe here. Because that's, like you said, we haven't seen a new universe from BioWare in a long time.
And like you said, I'm like in the beginning of the game, we give you the training wheels, we give you the ability to try out to fly for the first time, to go from flying into the water, exploring all the verticality of the game, because I'm like sometimes you're fighting and you go like, well, I don't need to be here on the ground. I can just fly at a better point and shoot the enemies from that point. So we want to give the players the experience to experiment in the beginning with the very first missions, but also explain what is that world of Anthem, why should you care about it, who are you, you have a background, you became a freelancer, and why do you care about like what's happening in the world, and what is the role that you play as a freelancer, right? How can you help solve the mysteries of the world being a freelancer? Now they're facing some Scar Enforcers. And more scars.
I love it so much.
I love the flamethrower. Well, not from the enemies on me, but I'm like when I have one. Yeah.
Destin, I see you targeting that fuel tank back there
He has
for
one
obvious reasons.
He has one on his arm and he has one on his back, and I try and freeze him, then sneak around back. And my teammates are kind of doing the same thing, just utilizing those critical hit spots. What else we got here? Check the radar. Oh, here's some people to hit. Oh, he fell down. That's too bad.
Oh, he's frozen.
Wreck.
Time for a combo.
Oh, did I have it up? Oh, well.
Are there any hidden events or sort of just secret sort of puzzles, sort of those sort of almost Easter egg-like mysteries to happen upon in the world, or is everything kind of funneled more through Fort Tarsis and you go from there?
No, the world of Anthem is dynamic, and it's going to be changing. So maybe the region and the areas that you explore today, they're going to be a little bit different a few weeks from now.
Yeah.
So there are definitely like things to explore, hidden eggs, even hidden treasures for sure.
Nice.
That you can unlock on different times of day and night, and maybe at different weather states.
Love it.
Do you have a character that wears a cloak and has random gear that you can equip? You can only buy Friday and Saturday. Who may or may not be named Zur.
I know a guy that knows a guy. Well, we're definitely going to add like new characters to the Fort Tarsis after launch. I'm like, that's something that is already like ongoing in the background of the team.
That's cool.
Destin, somebody had tweeted me. They were playing a drinking game with this stream where every time Destiny was named or invoked, they took a drink. So you are single-handedly responsible for people getting hammered right now. So take it easy there, pal.
Let's talk about strikes. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, although that you do lead me to a good question, Destin. So I'm curious. Are there gameplay events that can or will involve more than 4 players, or is everything pretty well built around a 4-player experience?
Well, at launch, we're building everything around 4-player experience, right? Of course, I'm like, you can play, again, you can play single player if you want, and have fun as much as you want, as lone wolf, I guess. But if you do want to play 4 players, like we have like all the different game modes. You have the free play, you have the expeditions, the missions, the critical path missions. You're also going to have the strongholds, which are way much more tough for the players to explore. So at launch, only 4 players.
My teammates.
But maybe open that up down the road.
Maybe.
See, I guess
I'll let that one for Ben Irvin to answer.
the community will let you know, I'm sure, if they want to see more than 4 players.
Oh, new boss enemy there.
Yeah, he's a little scarier than the other guys.
He is.
Little
And
beefy.
That's a big old health bar.
a little bit of strategy
Double shield
here.
Destin, talk the audience through your attack strategy of what you're actually doing right here.
And,
Yeah, maybe we should
so-
we should be
down.
going to Jen, who knows what she's doing.
So what I usually
don't know,
do
I'm
is
down.
I'll freeze,
She's down,
right?
actually.
Help.
Check that.
Jen is down.
You put the pressure on, Ryan. Now I've missed the frost grenade. Yeah.
Combo.
Nope, it's fine.
so
Just trying to play
I'm
tank.
kind of trying to stay away from him because we're on hard difficulty and he's kind of wrecking us. But yeah, you want to set yourself up for combos. So I'll usually toss a frost grenade and then try and hit him with this and get a little bit of combo damage for that increased DPS. This probably isn't an enemy I want to get close to because, yeah, he's going to wreck me. We got Jen's down over here. Let's see if I can give her a hand.
Yeah. Jen was trying to deal with the other enemies that were around.
Yeah.
They were like probably like 10 on
Bad.
her.
Turns out you probably shouldn't rush into a big group of them in melee. So
Yeah.
it was
Right.
worth a shot.
Well, I don't feel that with the Colossus, do you, Ryan?
I need more Colossus hands-on time. I barely got to look at it at E3, but yeah, I mean that's how I like to play, is just go in and just bull rush the heck out of the bad guys.
Pop it. Pop your shield, bro.
Oh,
Sorry, sniper. You're going to have to wait.
right on time.
Yeah.
You know,
I need a health.
watching Destin play, in all seriousness, leads me to an interesting question. So Destin literally has 1,000+ hours into Destiny, and some people might be watching this and watching him play and hearing some of the his Destiny lingo that he's developed. But
Combo.
if you haven't spent 1,000 hours in a different shared world shooter, how is Anthem accommodating for somebody that maybe just likes BioWare games or just likes third-person shooters or hasn't spent days and days playing raids in their lifetimes?
Well, Anthem is a game that you can play at your own pace, right? We have even a phrase that we say it is our road, your story. So when you are out on the expeditions like they are right now, like doing 4-player expedition with their squad, it is their role, and so they're advancing, they're playing together. But when you go back to Tarsis, now you can take your time, and if you're like more casual or you're starting to play those kind of games, that's fine. You're gonna select missions that are easier for you. Maybe the difficulty, you're not gonna be playing on hard from the start. You're gonna be playing at easy or normal. And as you get better weapons, better loot, you get the loadout that you're really comfortable with, then you can start cranking up the difficulty to get even better loot when you play. So depending on your or your play style also, if you want to do more of the narrative, you can go and do a lot of the side missions, knowing the factions that you're going to find in Tarsis as well.
Nice.
Interacting with the agents like Matthias, Yarrow, and Agent Breen. They are from different factions, and the more you interact with them, the more you make missions for them and help them out, some things are going to unlock. You get those faction points.
Sweet. Yeah, I can't wait to dive into this.
I bet chat's loving that we're struggling. They wanted to see a struggle. Well, we're on the struggle bus over right now. This enemy is pretty tanky. Spawning reinforcements. Trying to get that elite Scar Hunter out of here.
Yeah.
Are story missions replayable? Can you go back into them and do them again?
Yes, they're replayable, which is another thing that we had to work a lot at, and make sure that, let's say that
He does not like me up there.
Destiny is already, let's say, level 12, and you just started this week, today maybe, and you're level 2, and you're playing Lost Archanist, and you go hey, Destiny, can you jump in? So Destiny can just jump into your story and help you out. He's still gonna have rewards that are related to his level. So even if he's playing one of the first stories in the game, the loot that drops is instantiated for each player and relative to the pilot level that they have.
So it won't be a complete waste of Destin's time from a loot perspective.
No, from a loot perspective, he's still first he's helping a friend, which should be the goal.
Yes, that's not a waste
reward.
time.
But also, he's going to get like nice rewards relative to his pilot level.
Awesome. Well, that was for Rudik here on Twitter. Hope that's a good question, good answer.
And something that we've noticed this week, I'm like, you can hop in and help your friend. We had one player this week. He was playing a mission and he was struggling, and his friend just finished that mission, and then he was like, just jump into his mission right away. And he was like, oh man, like you're here with me. And then like they helped each other, they complete the mission, and it felt, because you can seamlessly just go and jump into your friend's game at any time. Because we assume that if you two are friends, I'm like, it's okay for you two to jump into each other's game, right?
Yeah.
But we do have also settings that if you want to play alone, you can go there and say, I want to play private.
Knock everyone out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling like it. Oh.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a party wipe or no?
No.
Oh, maybe.
We will not
Party
see a
wipe?
party wipe.
can
We will
make it.
defeat this enemy. Yeah, that's right. Get out
I
of
like
here.
the confidence, Destin Legary,
Oh, he has like
bamming his enemies.
30% of health left.
Ugh.
He's very angry at us.
He does have some weak points also, Destin.
I'm trying to hit. There's a lot going on here.
Find out his weak points. I'm not going to tell you this time.
Yeah, when
What do we see? Oh, there's something over here
Destin
on
getting
the back.
trolled by the dev team. Love it.
I'm overheated.
Oh, more stars there.
Oh,
Watch out for the
that's a bad
hunters.
spot to be.
Oh,
Let me leave.
Oh,
Moving
I've got my
time.
ultimate up.
Oh, no!
Oh!
All right. That's the first time I went down, so that's okay.
Not bad. We're 52
Yeah.
minutes in. You know, it's a tough stretch.
Someone's rezzing me.
We can go to
4,
Jen
3, 2,
to,
1, we're good.
Jen, for the rescue.
I overheated. That's what did it.
Jen on the right side
that
of your
jetpack
screen right now.
support.
Destin on the left side of your
Whoop.
screen as far as the gameplay goes
My
there.
goodness.
Oh, one more down. I don't
Let
know.
me out.
It's looking hard.
Oh, really?
Hanging
Destin
out with
down
stars.
again.
I'm in a safe spot to be res, though. I'm in
it
a
a
safe
party
spot to
wipe?
be res.
We have
No,
to- oh, no.
somebody is up. Jen's
Oh.
up.
Jen is
I
back.
think Tom is near me. I think he's up top. Tom, if you can come to your right.
Oh,
That is.
Oh,
is
we've
down.
got
Stop.
Jen and Destin down.
We're good. We just need to refocus.
Okay.
I'm going to bubble shield here.
Strategize, teamwork. Oh, yeah, nice bubble.
Let's clear the field a little bit.
Yeah, nice time for the ultimate there.
There we go.
Watch out for the hunters.
I have a nice
lot
view
of
of the
damage.
Ascari.
Tom, let's just focus fire on this elite scar.
I have more questions, but this is such a cool battle. I just want to watch it.
Oh boy, the big boy's
Oh,
coming.
oh, oh, he's moving. He's putting pressure.
Oh, Destin
Yeah.
down again.
Oof. This is rough. They just like get me against the rocks, then my jets are overheated. Can't get out of there.
Is everybody down? No?
No.
1, 2.
Jen, you still up?
I'm taking a nap.
Taking a nap? Yeah, we're in some real
Scar
bad
nap.
spots right now.
Yeah.
So full day night cycle.
Oh, so
That
Someone's back.
shield is clutch.
I can see, like they're
Look at that.
reviving there. Oh, you're back.
Yay.
Yeah, so
All right, I'm
we
just gonna put some distance.
we try to
Power
mix the
stored.
enemies, right? So you have like the big boss that he has like really powerful attacks from a range.
He's set up for combo?
And he's almost
Justin!
there, almost
Dude,
there.
they just shred my shield.
Maybe it's Jen.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen is down too.
Uh-oh.
Who's Tom
close.
was
Two
there
down.
Who's up still?
Uh-oh, interrupted. No.
Miranda and Tom, the real MVPs.
Yeah. Should have had them on the stream.
Should have had them on the stream. Should have stuck you out
Yeah.
in the bullpen.
Good support. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. He is so close.
Yeah, you got him down to probably 5% health, maybe 10 at the most.
Someone is coming back now.
Oh, might be able to get him still.
Miranda.
I have one enemy near me. I think Miranda plays it safe. She's very smart. She'll like chill, let her stuff recharge.
Yeah, I
and then
see
come
her
back
over
into the
there.
fight. It's on you, Miranda. No pressure.
She's just like, I only have like 12 enemies to get through
Yeah.
here to get to you guys. You guys can die next time, like not in the middle of the battlefield.
Yeah. I thought I was good behind the rock, but nope. So we
Oh.
got 3 players down. 1 is left. Hopefully they can figure out a way over
Oh,
here.
here we
Uh-oh.
go.
Yeah, no big
Oh, it's
deal.
gonna be tough.
Here we
F,
go.
F.
Oh, one is
No.
One's
oh,
up.
two.
We got a shield.
Res, please.
Oh yeah, the shield is really good for resin. That's a very good strategy, by the
Jen,
way.
you up?
Nope.
No.
No, I'm on the other side of the field from you guys.
And if
though.
you do have ultimates, it's a good time to use it too. I would guarantee you that. Oh, here it goes.
There we go.
All right, let's go.
I'm back up.
There it is.
I'm just going to run away for a second.
Hey,
Yeah,
somebody come
that's a
save
good
me.
strategy too.
Take an evaluation of the
Awesome.
field. Oh, it's a disaster. Got it.
All right, so
Maybe
you're
we'll play a
back in
little bit more
action
defensively.
here.
The
Oh,
big
that's a lot of
boy
fire.
is like right over there. I'm going to try and stay as close to Havoc. Oh, boy. See, like,
Shield's getting roasted right
Oh.
now.
yeah, running away again. I just want to stand for like 2 seconds and
10%,
heal.
1%.
I'm going to go down here.
All right, you're gonna get your shield back.
That was,
Jeez. All right, there we go. Shield's back up.
Jan is back too. Oh, he only
I'm gonna
has
go-
like 5%.
Oh, he's so close.
I know,
I'm
I'm going to go
down.
back
He's
with
so
my
close to
teammates.
this
die.
is pretty impressive if you guys can pull this off.
Right there, we got a shield. Where is
We'll
he?
get it.
Oh, combo.
Just a
He's
little,
Thanks for the res.
tiny
Oh,
sliver
so
of yellow
close.
health bar right there.
Come on, ability.
All the
Javelins
ultimates if you have any.
converging.
I'm so close to ultimate again.
Oh, boy. Well, let's hit
I'm
him.
down.
I'm not in a good spot.
You're out of the mission area.
It's fine. It's fine. It's strategy. Stop sniping me! Wow. Sorry, we got 2 players down. I'm just going to let stuff recharge. Give it just a second.
You can go there and use your bubble, recharge.
Oh! It's all right. It's all right. I'm hiding down here on purpose. So hard difficulty, everybody.
Yeah,
Guess what?
that's true. You
It's
guys are
not
not,
going to give you a
you
challenge.
guys are not clowning around right now. This is a legit challenge.
I'm just trying
Hard
to
difficulty.
pick away.
Oh, so close.
All right. I'm just going to let my shield recharge.
Oh, you have the ultimate.
Somebody did.
Have the ultimate.
Somebody pop it. Oh, wow.
To the fort and we'll see if Aruna discovered anything about
I owe Tom one.
Phew.
Tom, I owe you a drink.
Oh, there we go.
So speaking of
Good job, good job.
content, yeah, that is definitely worthy of applause. Content down the road, long-term plan for Anthem. What about more javelins? Is that something that might be in the cards for the future?
For the future, for sure. If that's something that the community wants, yeah.
Excellent. That was Tony on Twitter. Curious about that one. So let's see here. It's got 1058. We want to see those other javelins.
Okay.
Are they
Let's see if
unlocked?
we're unlocked.
I
yeah.
think they're going to be unlocked for Tom and Miranda. I have to be ranked 12, right?
Yes, level 12, yeah.
All right, so we've got an expedition complete here.
Oh,
Let's see what our status is.
go over.
All right.
Let's see if Tom and Miranda got
They're
more.
going to be close, if not there. Oh, they hit
There you
12.
go.
So we're going to be hitting 11. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we could just. Can we go into free play yet? Or do you got to
Yeah, you can go. Yeah.
All right, so we got to see that before we call it a day here.
All right. So I'm just going to hop right back into free play because Tom and Miranda, they're going to go ahead and level up to 12, switch out their javelins to the Storm
Yes.
and the Interceptor.
Yes.
And I'll be in free play. They should be able to just join me, or am I
Yeah,
going to
they can
queue
just
into-
join. Yeah, they
Okay,
can.
cool.
You can go in free play and they can join you. You join your mission right away.
Great.
So we're supposed to stream for an hour. We'll go a little over that just to check out a little bit more here. Check out these other javelins. We finally unlocked them.
So when I hit 12, do I get to pick one?
You get to pick one.
Okay.
Level
So
12.
you gotta choose wisely.
Yeah,
looks
that's
cool
why
at
you can
night.
come back for the second weekend, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, wrong way.
Speaking of the, actually, in the loading screen was talking a little bit about like coin. So you get the in-game currency when you're playing the missions, when you're playing the expeditions. Like you get the in-game currency that you can use for
Yes.
cosmetic changes, right? So we in the demo, like the economy is a little bit different from the one that we have in the game. We wanted people to try it out a little bit more and buy stuff. Like, but one thing for sure. All the transactions that you can do, they're all cosmetic. There is no power, so you can all the changes, like all the in-game currency that you're spending or your real money, they're gonna go into cosmetic things, and
Okay.
it is a direct purchase. You choose exactly that animation that you love, or
Right.
or a
No
new-
loot boxes, anything like that.
no loot boxes, no. And we always trying to be fair. As long as you're playing, like you should have enough in-game currency to select something that you like in terms of cosmetic, right? Making you look unique and different.
Excellent.
So I'm just gonna go out there solo for now. I remove them from my squad, and I'll just start an expedition solo, and then they can join. Correct?
Yeah, they can join using different ways. Like they can go to the Origin tab and, as a friend, go and say, I want to join you for your
Join me,
match
yeah.
right away.
Jen
as you can
customizing
do
her
with Microsoft,
Ranger over
Xbox,
there.
or PlayStation 4.
That's something we haven't gotten too much time to mess around with because like we've been in like early states of the game. So kind of interesting to see. How long do you think in free play will it take to get that like last little bit? Do a world event or two?
Yeah, maybe 2 world events.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, at the very least, we'll be able to show off free play. And Tom and Miranda, if you guys can just join me once you get your Javelins set up, just join me out in the free play world.
Jenny's doing some nice setup there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some fun customization happening over there.
We did the IGN first with you guys, and we had to cut ourselves off from messing with the customization. We're just like, all right, that's enough. We really got to get back to capture. But it's just fun messing around, getting neat color schemes and stuff. I can't wait to see what the community ends up creating.
Yes.
I'm really excited about that because I'm not going to be able to come up with anything original, and they will. And I just like, I really like that one. That's the one I want.
I'll be honest, like when I make a really good one that I think it's, wow, this looks really good, and then I go play with all the devs, and when I see what they do, it's like, woof, or like, are you using like some other tools that I'm using?
Yeah.
Like, wow, like you're really good at it.
All right, Destin coasting around in free play right now.
Yeah. Well, Jen's just going to free play on the menu, and she should queue in with me, I think. Or do I have
We are
to-
the only ones online after
Yeah.
all.
So you can just kind of fly around, and eventually, like, stuff happens.
Yeah, you're exploring the world, and it is a dynamic world. You may find like some creatures, like wild creatures, when you're flying by, and maybe some enemies, like a troop patrolling or something like that. But once in a while, you're gonna find like a world event. So your cipher is gonna tell you like, hey, looks like something is going on here. Let's say maybe some Arcanists are in trouble. They need your help. Can you go and interact? And you can decide
Hello, loot.
if you want to engage with them. Yes, you're gonna find loot as well. You're gonna find like hidden treasures if you explore the corners of the world. Oh, you got a blue, rare item.
That would have been nice to equip before.
Well, you're leveling up, right? So you
Yeah,
can
true.
increase
Really
your chances
so.
of getting better stuff. Well,
Here's something to kill. I put it on normal.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, I'm not going out into the world on hard alone. Definitely not. So when you're out here, you can actually see where other players are. I see Jen queued in. Let's see if she ended up in the same instance as me. Or
Did you
not.
did you
I hope
join?
so.
No, so she might be in her own instance right
Yeah,
now.
maybe she went
this
to
is
her own.
early, but I'm also cheating a little bit and showing off the map, like all the different areas we can go to. Like there's this whole section up here that we could check out, and can I just fly right into the necropolis, for example?
You can. Well, you can go back. When you start a free play mission, like there are like 5 different points that like the striders that you can just go and decide I want to go to that place, and you can like travel, like fast travel to there. But once you start the expedition, you don't like hop around.
These guys don't like me now because I killed their family.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Normal's got to feel like a walk in the park now
Yeah, it feels great.
after that last encounter on hard difficulty.
but
So
they brought a
these
family.
guys, so those guys will overheat my jets, which means I lose my flying ability, and you're pretty darn vulnerable once a wyvern does that to you.
Exactly.
I've noticed. So there's definitely still an element to strategy. Reheat. There we go. He's down. So now I can take out these little guys.
They have acid. They throw acid on you.
Tom just joined on me. He's heading my way right now.
Oh,
Excellent.
is he? Okay.
So yeah.
Jen, are you joining Destiny as well?
Yep. Yeah, let's see if I can get in
I've
with you.
actually never seen this area. This is really pretty.
Yeah. Well, it's going from the night to daytime, right?
Yeah, we got the sun.
Yeah, you can see that during the days you don't see those vines
up.
with like the
Stars right now. Sun's on the way up.
oh, some scars here. That's just a small troop.
Yeah, these guys are not like the scouts that we just fought.
A walk in the park for the great Destin.
Wasn't I the dead guy when we finished the last mission?
Oh,
I'm not that arrogant. So there we go. There's our first
oh yeah.
world event.
World event.
And yeah, one thing I like to do, like if I need to change direction really quick, as you just saw, I'll hit it.
Ooh.
Ooh, Ursik.
Ooh. Not one,
I'm
but
gonna
2.
chill down here for a second. Is it supposed to spawn 2?
Well, it's a
There's
dynamic
Tom.
world.
My buddy's here to help me out. That's good.
All right, the Nurse 6
Okay,
they
third
can
lord.
throw rocks at you.
Yeah, well, I can throw missiles with their face, so I feel
And
okay.
and what's Tom rocking now? Javelin.
Tom
line?
should have brought in the Interceptor.
Oh,
That's
did
what-
he?
That's what he said he was going to pick. So he had managed to unlock it, and you can see he's jumping around. He got a little bit of a head start. I was dealing with the production stuff, helping out Alexio and CJ. Shout out to you guys, by the way, for helping us set up all this technical stuff late last night. Looks like we're supposed to grab these
Yeah, you have to get the fragments and you have to deliver them back.
over here. Looks like.
Yep.
Tom, you're doing great, buddy. Doing great with those Ursics.
So the story there is that you have those relics that they can become unstable, and when they're unstable, bad things can happen, like attracting two Ursics, for example, to that area.
At the same time.
Right? So you kind of have to deal with the conflict of the Ursics while trying to silence the relic.
Oh, God. Leave me alone. Whoops. My day
Yeah.
off. I have my loot mechanics usually mapped to E, so I keep shooting my missiles. Oh, man, I
Destin.
keep missing these frostbits.
Is he with the Interceptor? Was it Tom that you said? Tom?
Yeah, Tom is right there. He is the Interceptor. Tom, pop your ult.
Oh, yeah.
Is Miranda en
oh,
route as well?
Nice.
Rando should be coming in. Oh, my goodness. That Ursix does not want me to pick this thing up.
And
All
when,
right, I think
when you
I'm on my
do
way.
pick up those objects, you cannot fly. You notice
Yeah,
that, right?
I know that. Chat might not.
So yeah, like sometimes we do restrict flighting when you're like carrying those objects. So you kind of have to have a little bit of teamwork also, because you can't just get the object and fly out of there. There's someone ready to suppress the enemy or get the aggro.
Tom, you got this, buddy. You're good.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, when they stunlock you, it's really a tricky situation.
Well, and try to imagine when you're fighting the Ursics and other creatures around you, right?
Yeah.
Because right now you just have one threat,
Finish him.
almost.
Like the bear scene in Red Dead.
There it is.
I guess there is one.
And we got some loot over
Yeah,
here.
there's loot there. I guess.
Purple. Hello.
Blue. Is it a purple or blue?
I'm colorblind, so purple to me. All right, then we got something over here. Oh, we got one more. There we
Yeah,
go.
one more.
That was pretty cool. I like the Ursics. I like their design, very brutish versus a machine that shoots bullets and flames at your face.
Yeah, you're gonna have organic enemies. You're gonna have like more mechanical enemies, and humanoid.
Oh, hey, yeah, there's his Interceptor. He's got it all
Nice.
Oh,
customized.
look
I
at
like
that.
that paint scheme.
That's
there.
why.
Wow.
That's why it took so long to join. And then we got a little bit of a loot reward.
Oh yeah, there's a little reward there.
Yeah. Ooh, hello.
Look at that.
A lot of ember. Can craft new items.
Crafting, eh? How is that going to work? Tell us in exquisite detail.
You
I got
okay?
here just in time to get some loot.
So, oh yeah.
Oh, that's how it is, Jen?
She came from the rewards.
Yeah.
Great. So crafting. As you play in the game, like right now, for example, you just completed a challenge, right? Like so, as you go and play the game and you complete more challenges, you may receive like blueprints, and those blueprints are going to allow you to craft new items like weapons or gears, components, you need to collect the resources. Free play is one of the best ways for you to collect those resources, as you guys saw. And once you collect those resources, you can go back to the Fort Tarsis and craft a new weapon. And as you level up, when you get like to level 20 maybe, and you start having the masterworks, you're gonna have your inscriptions, so you can really start making really cool weapons and gear for your Javelins.
Nice.
Cool.
I really like the environment variety that I've seen just in the hour and 10 minutes we've been playing. There's been so much cool variety in the different locations.
And for example, like they just entered some sort of a cave inside. It looks like very like Scar themed cave, like kind of scavengers all around, and very like messy and dark. And
Scar caves remind me of like an ant colony almost. There's just tons of them in there.
kind of they're sort of like ants. Some like they scavenge and they go back to their colony, and they work as a team also. But as you can see, like he's collecting also resources as he's playing. And that cave, for example, now in free play, like they're gonna find like a world event inside, and they're trying to complete that world event. But that cave can also be used for different missions during the game also.
Cool.
That's what I got.
All right, so is it still just the 3 of you in here?
Interceptor.
Yeah, I don't know if Miranda is still there. Maybe she had to run to a thing. But we got three people hanging out.
I like
Well,
the
maybe,
details in the water there, like the
Maybe
mist.
we'll wrap up after this activity is over then.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Oh, level 12 join.
Oh, there she is.
Perfect. Perfect timing.
Telling you, the customization.
Woo!
That guy went flying.
And different enemies have different type of attacks, like acid, for example.
Yeah, how does that work? I mean, I know, I'm asking you, but you can explain to people that.
So some enemies are going to be resistant to some other types of, like for example, if you have a gear that has acid, it's not going to work really well against those kind of enemies. But some other stuff, maybe they're more susceptible to freezing. And we want people to try it out. Like, is it electricity? Is it like freezing them? Like, what kind of elemental attack can you use to do more damage on different creatures?
I finished the world event. Now, when I'm done with free play, how do I exit?
So if you wanna, you can keep on playing. But if you wanna go back, I'm like you go to the map. You can pull the map up and just like press F and hold to end free play.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
So then I just exit out, and we can see if we unlocked that javelin and get all our goodies and reward screens, right?
Let's see if you got it.
Let's
Hopefully,
see.
hopefully. I don't think so. I think I'm going to be just short.
It's probably.
Yeah.
It's the cliffhanger.
Yeah, definitely.
To play the VIP demo for yourself and/or the public demo the weekend after that. But we'll take a look before we duck out of this broadcast.
This has been really fun. Thank you guys for coming into
Yeah,
the
Jen,
studio
thank
and
you.
playing with us.
Thank you for
Philip,
bringing
thank
us
you.
here.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. Thanks a lot.
We've been covering Anthem all month long as part of our IGN First editorial program, kind of our sort of old school magazine cover story, but done in website form. Destin, you and Brandon and James Duggan, and look at that.
I hit it.
Level 12.
Barely.
Your street cred is intact,
Yeah.
Destin.
He has 1 pixel.
Ooh, blast missile. This is
look
this
at
is
it.
the super intriguing stuff for me. This is what gets me excited about Anthem, and that's figuring out builds that work together really well, and how you can make them as powerful and as broken as you possibly can. I want to break your game as soon as I can. Is basically what I'm saying.
Well, and that's part of the fun. I'm like, when you finish the expedition, you see how you have new items, and you go like, well, I'm gonna go back. I just unlocked the new Javelin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to equip different weapons. Ooh, what about that one? Actually, let's go play again.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we want.
Well, Destin, are you giving us a look? Or we're back in Fort Tarsis.
Yeah, we're
now,
back in
so.
Fort Tarsis. So then to unlock your Javelin, I believe you go here, right?
Yeah, you go to the forge.
Yeah. And then they're like, hey, sup, which one do you want?
Yeah.
And we'll wrap up after that, I think.
All right,
Yeah,
so,
if you go to the Javelin screen there, the R.
okay, so hit R. And then I get to pick one.
Yes, exactly.
Which one are you going to go with?
Ooh, that's tough. Honestly, I wanted to learn the Ranger. I haven't played much Storm. I'm going to unlock the Storm. But for stream purposes, you guys have seen our profiles on the Storm Interceptor. I'll unlock the Colossus.
There it is.
How long is it going to take me to get the other two?
Thanks, Yara. Colossus is the most powerful of all javelins.
Getting a little
Most
dialogue from Yara.
powerful
But
yeah.
this one is very
Javelin.
hard. Thick armor makes it slow, but with a big cannon and heavy shield,
I didn't quite
others
make it
are.
12, but I
Not
did
you.
get the Spark Beam
Outside
assault
the
launcher, so
wall,
that's kind of exciting.
You can't just show up and get the loot and the XP.
Close to my heart.
Only the loot, not the XP.
Same
Yeah,
javelin
yeah.
I wore in combat many
So anyway, we
years in
can
the
we can
past.
hop into that Javelin. We'll hop into the Colossus
Yeah.
and just show it off for a second.
Yeah, you
Let's
can
do
create different
default.
loadouts. You can save the loadouts.
Who knows the story you will write?
And then here you go. You can look at some of the weapons that you got. He already has the second slot unlocked. Ooh, he's got a grenade launcher with
Oh yeah, the
aftershock.
grenade launcher.
Cloud burst. That sounds like fun. And he has a common autocannon. That is a what is that exactly?
Well, the autocannon, like once you start shooting, like it starts like increasing the speed, the rate of fire,
Nice.
and it can like just like vanish all the enemies
Shred
in front of
everything.
you. Yeah, shred everything.
Yeah. Sport gear. This pulls aggro, right?
Yeah, so the battle cry, exactly. The battle cry is gonna like bring all the aggro from the enemies to you.
And I'll just put on the
That's the time that you do that. You use that ability and you put your shield on, and let's go, friends.
Yeah.
Time to work together.
So real quick, let me just hop into free play, and then that'll be it. So we can show it.
Sounds good to me.
Is that okay?
Yeah, and feel the flying of the Colossus, which is different, right? Like,
Yeah, definitely. Hop in. He's a little bigger. He's a little bigger. Very tanky. He's the big boy. I think people have been affectionately referring to him as.
oh, is that the nickname?
Yeah,
The
thick
big boy.
Thick boy.
Thick boy.
Yeah, I read the Reddits. What has been your favorite thing from the community so far? Out of all the items you've seen.
The interaction with them, actually, like the way that they are very excited about the game, and we are able to have that conversation and understanding what they expect and what kind of things that they're like concerned about, what kind of things they're really enjoying. Having that two-way conversation without being extremely polarizing is great.
Yeah, that's great. I love the open dialogue, and hope you guys continue that.
Yeah, a lot of excitement from the community over this one. Again, it's first new BioWare property in over a decade.
Yes.
So everybody's excited to see what you guys have come up with here. February 22nd is the official launch day, but if you get the EA access, the whole thing, you can get in a little sooner than
I'll leave
that.
this into that, yes.
Yeah. Honestly, this is mostly selfish. I just don't want to stop playing. And I know you guys got to go, but yeah. Oh, hey, everybody's here.
Yeah, they're gonna turn the server off
Yeah.
as soon as you log out.
All right, so we'll just fly somewhere really quick. His jump isn't as high. He does his hover. His jets seem to overheat a little faster.
He's less fuel efficient than with all that extra weight and power.
That's real pretty.
But here's some extra thing that you can do with the Colossus. You can pull your shield and fly at the same time, right?
Oh, how do you do shield here?
Get your shield. In
B?
the controller would be B.
B? On B?
Yeah. Go
There you
on
go.
B, and now go fly with the shields on. And you
So you
can
can, like,
hit stuff.
Fly into a turret or any enemies.
Exactly.
Nice.
And I guess this is a good opportunity to show off just how easy it is to switch in between controller and keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, if you're on a PC, of course.
Yeah.
So different javelins, they feel a little bit different when they're flying and traversing, but everyone has like a kind of a special ability, right? So the Colossus, for example, he cannot like evade when he's flying. The other javelins can do that. They have like a roll, or they have like a different kind of a move to evade shots in the air. But he does have a shield, right? He can pull the shield, take the hit on, and even hit the enemy as he's flying with the shield.
There's a thing I can go look at. Anyway.
I know that he wants to hit an enemy with the Colossus.
He just wants to keep going. He just wants to keep playing, which is good.
That's all right.
Oh, there are 6.
I equipped a sniper rifle on a
On a
on a
Colossus.
Colossus just because I think it's funny.
It is funny, that's
It's like
for
a,
sure.
It's like a sniper that charges up. This thing's
Oh yeah,
cool, man.
this one charges is
Yeah.
with high explosive bullets.
Yeah, it's doing some pretty good dips.
Especially if you're shooting them at the weak spot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna
when
get
it's
him
running at
quick.
me, it's a little harder.
Oh, you're not playing on hard, by the way, right?
No.
Oh, okay. just making sure. Yeah.
We're on normal.
And then here's some of the abilities. I got a missile, which I can still miss. I got this. I got aggro pull.
Oh
so
yeah.
come
the
look at
angle,
me.
Yeah. Uh-oh,
Here he comes.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
And with a sniper rifle. And that close
I
range.
punch better. Yeah.
All right, Destin, we're going to have to pry you away here.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.
We've got to wrap it up. Jen, thank you so much for coming down here and playing with us, showing off the game. Scylla, thank you as well. This was a blast. Hope everybody enjoyed our world premiere of the Anthem VIP gameplay demo. Again, check that out this weekend if you've got access, whether by pre-order or whether you know somebody. If not, next weekend, free for all. Everybody jump in, check it out. And then full game February 22nd. If you've missed any of our IGN First coverage, Destin and the team have done a lot of great stuff from their visit up to BioWare. A lot of
Brandon and Duggan.
Yes, definitely. So please check all that out on IGN. And that's it. We'll sign off, and we'll see everybody out there in Anthem this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.